to the Adu Show. If you are watching or streaming this episode, thank you so much for tuning in. All this week, I'm bringing on friends of mine who are excited to come on the show. Also, if you guys are actually streaming this for the first time, don't feel ashamed to go back and watch the episodes that have already been taped, since nobody likes to do that a lot. It's not that nobody likes to do that, but no one really talks about the other episodes. They only talk about the recent one. I'm just like, watch the other ones, man. You won't get why I do some certain things if you don't watch the other ones. And the ones I did before this one, and the one I did before, the one with the guy with the guy who did this thing and explained this the way. I'm not making no sense. Joining me today is my friend James Choi. What's up? Thanks for guest co-hosting with me, bro. How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Feels good to be on the new show.
You're literally hanging with me late at night. I should just change it to the Tonight Show with a do you.
I'm saying, right? The time slot is nice.
Like, actually, it's funny because, like, I've done this, like, too many times in the past, and it has literally encouraged me to do that. But here's the down part about that. See, I believe a lot of people ain't going to watch the show at nighttime. I think it's just going to be daytime stuff. I feel like that's what people really tune into. And I feel like just because I've been doing this for like so long, basically, it's kind of, I've kind of adapted to this daytime look. So I'm just like, okay, let me just stick with this. I like it, but still, it's just like when stuff like this happens, I'm like, okay, I just want to do a show at 9 or 10 or whatever.
True.
This is like,
it's more casual, more chill.
Yeah, or let's just turn the lights up. These daytime lights up and see what we can get through them. But y'all don't understand this. I literally tape this show way early in the morning, and then sometimes like really late at night. The way this runs is so crazy. Anybody who has been on this show, especially who has guest co-hosted with me, will tell you it's not what it looks like when it all plays out. It's so weird, but it's funny. It's unique, but it's really weird, and it can be very odd when you're just like looking for cues and you're like, man, this is what I'm supposed to do at this time. Especially
TV magic.
Yeah, especially the ones who are new. They're like, is this what I'm supposed to do? And did I say my line correctly? I'm like, bruh, stop stressing. Just do your thing, y'all. Y'all here. All I tell people to do is just look good. I'm like, y'all, you look better than me. Why do you think I got the stylist? There is no shame about coming on the show and looking great, or well, not great, but at least decent, because people think they look ugly. I'm like, if you're gonna talk about somebody looking ugly, you looking at them right now.
Hey, I'm right here. You know what I'm saying?
No, not you.
I'm right here. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, well, case in point. No, I'm just playing. Ready to get into these topics for today?
Let's do it.
Hang in there, bro. You're tired.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm tired. I'm literally like, I'm just woozy. I'm just like, it's okay. We're right there. The taping, this taping's gonna go great. This is the 47th episode, and I'm doing it with the boy, the man, the legend, the guy from Vans. No.
Hey,
James.
gotta shout it out.
James, my boy. All right, I gotta read these before I get in trouble because these keep falling. All right. There may have been a time or two where we've been envious or compared ourselves to others, admiring their lifestyle, material possessions, or perhaps even their looks. Well, in an article on andymore.com says, we live in a time where we inadvertently compare our own lives with our perception of the lives of others. So I want to know, does envy inspire us, or does it just leave us bitter? Now, I was told to define what envy and jealousy is. However, I don't think that's going to be necessary unless we get too deep, but I'm going to let you do your thing, and I'll say what I got to say in a sec.
I mean, it's a good topic. I feel like it's a fine line, envy and jealousy. And, we can get into like the social media things and like how we're always on our phones and we're comparing ourselves to these finished products. And like, I don't know. It's unfair to yourself because I feel like again you're comparing yourself and your work in progress to like other people's finished products, you know, and we
Yeah,
think, oh, they're
yeah.
so good and they're so talented, but we don't think like how much work it took. We're only seeing like the good, what they choose to show, you know.
Right. And I feel like that's the
So
same way in a sense. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
no, I mean that's pretty much it.
No. Guys, look what happened. We lost James. No, bro. No. We lost him. Don't tell me we lost him. Dude.
Feel like okay, I need to get my
Dude, we
ass
lost
like
you.
going.
We lost
What?
you. We lost you for like a good 10 seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay, start from that beginning since it's right from where you stop.
So, all right, I don't know where I left off, but I'm saying like for me to answer the question, envy and jealousy typically leads me to be a little bit bitter and negative, but every now and then it'll inspire me and get me to motivate myself to do better and try to be better.
Yeah, yeah. I know
Yeah,
for I know for me in a sense personally, I've struggled with that in a sense, not even in a sense, but in general, at a younger age, just being introduced to social media and seeing how that all works and the perception of others. And I think it's one of them things where you do have to grow to learn about that perception and why people do what they do, and it's not always real, so don't take it to heart, which was so hard on my end, being introduced to something that was totally new, and it was just right on your phone. You can pull it up on any time, you can open up the app and it was just right there, the photos were right there, people you followed or people you saw or aspired to be or whatever. And I think that was the thing that really grew me to not be so attached, because as lightly that I would like to make of this topic, it can be really hard on some folk depending on how you think and how you grew up to think and how you maneuver, especially through
right.
this social media day and age and all that stuff. But like it's real, bro. Like I don't take it. For some people, it's different. But now, I mean, for a while now, a really a good amount of time that I've been that I've opened myself up to these platforms now. I'm not really so drawn in, you feel me, and so pulled to this. Okay, this is how it is for people, and so now it's time for me to compare myself, because that's what would aggravate bitterness. That's what would aggravate that feeling of, oh, I'm not enough, I'm not
The
this, I'm not
comparison,
that, all
yeah, for
that. Yeah.
sure.
And so you're opening up that door for negative activity, for you to be for you to cause yourself to act that way of, was this saying, being, just leaving yourself bitter at the end of the day. And what good
Yeah,
is being bitter? You feel me? Like like in any aspect, as corny as it does sound, but like it's different when it's actually happening, because people be putting on faces and whatnot, and people do it in real life anyway. You be in a conversation with a bunch of people, it be your only friend in the friend group, and you're just in the friend group just to see your just to say hi to your friend, but there might be some people in that group who are bitter about you or your friend, about whatever. You just don't know the situation, and I'm just bringing up
mm,
just that one example because stuff like that has happened. Just that not just has happened, but that just happens on a daily with a lot of people. You just don't know what people are thinking.
yeah. I agree. I feel like it's like you're saying, like it's the energy of it too. So if we channel it into like a positive, like positivity thinking, and we kind of like see these people and we think, oh wow, they're doing great, good for them, I'm excited for them, like we can do the same things, and like turn that comparison into more like a motivation for yourself, and just like be happy for everyone and just like turn it around, you know. We can take the same ideas like envy and jealousy and things like that and just I feel like you do a good job of it, dude. Like you're very positive, you're very like welcoming, warm to people, and you're like, man, I feel like you're always like, you're awesome, you're great, I want to be your friend, and like, I'm happy for you kind of thing. And yet you don't do a lot of like comparison negative wise, you know what I mean? That's why I like you. You're like always energetic. Like I dig it.
Okay. Side note: was not prepared for that. Let me tell you something about James Young. This guy. Okay, so I was thinking about bringing this up, but now that he said that, let me tell you how I met him. First of all, it wasn't even at what we're talking about. So I was at Vans. I was literally at Vans, and y'all know if y'all seen every single photo, can I tell the story?
Yeah, of course, man.
Literally, Vans is, y'all know. If y'all know me, I'm just everything Vans head to toe. I was in there. It was May, around March. I would say around April, May of last. Was it last year? I would say about.
It was last year, yeah.
And around that time, I was preparing for a photo shoot for another company that I was endorsing. Not endorsing, but I was doing something for another company at the time, and I was looking for shoes specifically because no one was providing clothes. So I was like, okay, this gives me a little bit a bit of freedom to search out what they have in these stores, especially online. So I'll just hit up Vans for a sec. And mind you, I've been at Vans a lot, but I've never seen him at Vans. And I say him because he works at Vans. He still works at Vans. This guy literally, I was in the shoe section, long story short, came over, like very nice, very like just welcoming, just very cool, very down to earth. He's just like my shout out to Jack, my barber. Very, very, very like low. Just, man, how you doing? Just this is what you're supposed to say. This, like, he was just his tone was like very comfortable, it was like warming. I was like, hey bro, just like, I'm just trying to get something. He was like really helping me, and I was contemplating, I was taking pictures of certain things because I didn't know what outfit I was picking. And through that, bro, see, it's different. See, here's the thing about this, bro, because I guess it's because I do it a lot. I don't really pay not to be cocky, I don't pay attention to the people and how they always like treat me all the time. But for some reason, his energy was different, and for some reason, it wasn't just what he was saying, but something about him is like, I was just vibing. I was like, even though it was weird to say it at the time, but I was like, something says I need to connect up with him. So it's just like, okay, which is crazy because I think, and I'm still trying to find the picture. I still am. Literally, I was upstairs going through my Google Drive looking for this scene. If I tell the story, I'm gonna have to pull up the picture, and I can't find it.
I know. I'm waiting for it. Yeah.
I'm like, but I don't. But to me, I don't think we took it because I feel like there was a lot going on in my mind at the time. I was just focused on these shoes, and literally, he was a help. And then I think it was a couple months after that. I go to Towson. I see my boy Riley sitting down. Shout out to Riley, and he's sitting right across from James. But I didn't recognize James right then and there. We're like saying, "Oh, hi" for the first time. I'm like, but I keep looking at him, and he doesn't take it in a weird way. But it was like one day I was sitting with James, and we were just chatting, and I just kept looking at him because I guess I was just thinking about. Like, I guess I was thinking about business stuff, and I just kept looking at you. I was thinking about Vans or whatever, like literally at the time, and I just kept looking at him, like, this guy literally looks. And remember, I don't remember things a lot of the time, so I just kept looking at you. I'm just like, there is no way this could be the guy. There's no way.
That's
no
wild,
way. Bro. I'm like, and I just put it out there. I was like, you look like this guy. Not saying you are, but I just said you just look like this guy that was like really nice to me. Very helpful. He worked at Vans in Colombia, and you were like, so crazy. He remembered that, which is funny because I'm like, bro.
No, it took me a while.
I'm like, oh, are you crazy? Are you serious? You're that you're that guy, and I'm like, you're you just I literally was wondering. I was like, if because I was like I was praying. I was like, you know what, Lord, I just want to see this guy at Vans again. And then it ended up me seeing you see me every
tripping.
day.
No, you didn't. You lying.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. I did not. Don't you think I don't play? I don't play with this stuff right here. Look, I tried. I was drinking as much water as I could because I just to keep me from like hallucinating throughout this, because I was like, if this is real, then shoot, I need to be praying more.
I'm sad.
I'm like, but like it was crazy, bro. I loved it. I loved your heart, bro. And like with all the people that come on here, like you guys basically are just so open to me, and that's one of the reasons why I really like this dynamic of not just musicians, but like just your energy, just conversation. Because like I told you in the beginning, like conversations for me is just like number one, bro. I just love people, bro. And like not every, I guess it's because, and not trying to make it about me, because again, I didn't even plan this. Like,
I mean, it's a do show though. Like,
no, I appreciate him so much. Like, honestly, the love I have for you, bro, you're just incredible. And it's just like you've just allowed me into your space, and you guys are just so open and so patient. That's one thing about you guys. Y'all are really patient with me, and it's just because I think it's because I wasn't allowed that by certain people when I was 12, when I was 13, and when I was younger. People weren't always friendly to me, or with even when it comes to new people, it wasn't that way. And I wouldn't say I did anything wrong, because I was really just a quiet kid, and I was quiet because I was fearful of what people would say to me if I opened my mouth about something, or about my gift, my talent, or an idea, or whatever it might have been. So to be in this space now, again, you're talking to a 12-year-old dude on the inside who looks like a 19-year-old, 20-year-old man. But bro, that 12-year-old is just like jumping around like excited, like, oh my gosh, my people, man, my people. Man. I love y'all. Y'all cool. Keep going. Keep doing your thing, man. And I'm just going to take this quick commercial break before these producers get back to me and say, you took so long and you were too much. Well,
we could talk forever,
Yeah, I know. We can talk forever about this, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
We probably got even time, because shoot, I told them you better add us another segment to this, because this only going to last 30 minutes. So let's just you might as well just keep talking.
Hey, let's go. 24-hour stream. I'm good. We just getting started.
I know. Like, come on, somebody. There's more of the Ado Show after this. We'll be right back. In the moonlight, we you pick the place, we go in the moonlight, we go. Welcome back to the Ado Show. Madame Noir recently posed an interesting question. Is breaking up with friends harder than breaking up with your girlfriend or your man? Writer Brandy Victorian says, one thing that makes it difficult breaking up with friends is that sometimes it doesn't feel quite right to tell a friend, I don't want to mess with you anymore. Unlike romantic relationships, where you can often pinpoint some concrete violation of trust that renders the person no longer dateable. So you guys, do you think it's harder to break up with someone you're dating or someone who's your friend? I did that so bad. I might as well just not do it. Well, I did it. See, I can't say so much about the dating thing because I'm not really dating. Well, I'm not dating at all right now. However, I can say a little bit of it, since I got too many of my friends who are in relationships, and we kind of had like similar conversations around this. Depending on, I say just depending on how close you are, but also how much you're attached to a person. Because sometimes when somebody leaves you, then that's when you know how you might really feel down inside about somebody.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's not saying that you didn't love them in the relationship, or you didn't have love for them in the relationship, whether that was a romantic relationship or a friendship. But you just don't know. You might be in some sort of relationship or friendship, saying you got love for the person, but when they're like out of your life, you might get a certain feeling that might not be as close and dear to your heart, like your favorite teddy bear or your mom or whatever.
Something, yeah.
It's deep.
This is yeah, it's deep, man. So man, this is rough.
I
I
know.
think
I know. I was thinking about this.
yeah, I think for me, I've been in a relationship for going on 7 years this year.
Oh, you
And
serious? Wait, really?
yeah, yep.
James. Oh no, bro.
I gotta lock it
7 years.
down, bro. You
7 years.
know, it's
7
time.
years.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So it kind of the question kind of merges though, because like I think I think a good like healthy relationship is that your girlfriend or boyfriend is your best friend. So it's like if I'm thinking about breaking up, or like if I think about the possibility of breaking up with my current girlfriend, it's like I'm losing a partner, romantic partner, but as well as a best friend. So it's like both of those combined. So in that way, like you were saying about the depth of the relationship and like how close you are with the person, that can depend if it's like if you knew the friend longer than your partner, obviously it's gonna hurt a little more, I feel like.
Yeah, yeah,
But like
yeah.
if you're with your partner longer, I feel like if you lose that, then that's gonna be much worse than your friend.
hmm This can go in many different ways, bro. With this type of topic, you really have to really go down into yourself and think, what do I feel, and or not just what do I feel, but how do I pinpoint this person, or how do I view this person this way, and how it's almost like a reflection type of thing, bro. I've maybe a lot of people might be watching this and streaming this and saying I'm thinking too hard on this, but with this type of stuff, I don't take this stuff really lightly, because people say it's different when you're dating somebody than your friend, because you might take your friend for granted. I wish and I know he doesn't want to come on camera. I know he doesn't want to be on camera, but he's going to be in the segment on this show. But he says I had asked him if he wanted to co-host or at least answer this topic, and Sensei, he's here. Actually, his girlfriend's up there as well, so I feel like this would be a great topic for them to answer. But I just feel deep down, it's really what you feel. It's really how it's going with your friend or dating. I don't. The question is like, do you think it's harder to break with someone? That's you, man. That's not. It's different for everybody. You feel
Yeah,
me?
for sure.
In the way relationships are, the way you just pinpoint, depending on also if you, it's like how much do you care about somebody, how much care do you have, how much do you think about a person. It doesn't have to be somebody you're dating. It could be a really good friend, like my boy James. I'm just like, man, it's somebody who's really good. Like, man, it be hard if I wasn't friends. Shoot, if I wasn't friends with you, man, I'm just like, man, because you bring some sort of dosage in my life, which I feel like I need in this period of time, especially because shoot, it's a new transition. I'm in a new space. It's a
You're growing, yeah.
yeah, I'm growing as a person, and I feel like as I grow, the other person grows. This might be good for a lot of people. You just never know how great of an impact that you made on somebody. You just never know until you let them go or whatever.
Ooh, I like that one.
I
Ooh, I
don't
like
know, man.
that.
I don't know, but like, uh, 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 I don't know what else to talk about. How you doing?
I'm all right.
we're,
No, I was just
we're,
gonna say,
we're
like,
done.
I'm looking forward to what your other friends are gonna say about that. You know, you were
I
mentioning.
really want to call him, and I know he's gonna say, I don't want to be on camera because he says let's do it tomorrow. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna see what he can. What I'm gonna keep this camera rolling. We're gonna do something with this footage.
Hey, let's
We've
send it.
never done this before. This usually does not happen. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call him down, and what's gonna happen is I'm gonna give him another mic. I have like 4 mics over here just in case. You just never know. You might need 4 mics for something. And I'm gonna say you just speak from there, and you just since you don't want to be on camera, you just tell me how you feel. Give me 1 second.
Oh shit! Here we go. Oh man, camera's rolling. It's the James Show. Welcome to the James Show, everybody. Subbing in for a do. It's a good night, you know. Hope you're having fun where you're at. Hope the sun's shining. Yeah, so we're gonna have the guest come down. Hopefully, get his opinion on the matter. Like I was saying, I don't know. It depends on the relationship, you know. Again, I think a healthy relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic, it's like there's a lot of trust. Like Adu was saying, growth. So yeah, it's exciting, you know. And losing either one of those is like losing your experiences and past and everything you've been through together. So it's like it's hard, you know. And it depends on your experiences with the person. I just think with longer relationships and stuff like that, you know, you develop more trust, and so it hurts more. And I don't know a dude's history on dating or whatever, and I don't know if he's had breakups and stuff like that, and if he's lost friends. But you know, it's a heavy topic, and I think it's the consensus is, you know, depends on the person, depends on who you lose, depends on your level of interaction and depth with them. So yeah, can't wait to see what they say, you know. It'd be cool. We got them? Camera's still rolling. I'm just kind of monologuing. Please welcome to the show, Gideon, everybody. Gideon.
We got 2 rolling right here. Okay, so you'll see him in the next segment. But okay, so here's the topic we've never done this before at all. Okay, where's the okay? So dang, where is it? Where I lost the paper.
Hey, you know,
okay,
let it fall.
I got it.
You know?
I got it. Yeah. So the question is, do you think it's harder to break up with someone you're dating or someone who's your friend? I know. You want a mic? Wait, hold on. I'm gonna get him on my brother just came down here. Do you think it's harder to break up with someone you're dating or someone who's your friend? Wait, hold on. Keep talking.
I would say your friend, because like as friends, you know, there's that loyalty aspect, right? And like no matter what your friend does, you want to have their back. And it can sometimes get to the point where it's like, dang, what you're doing is wrong, but I'm gonna overlook this because you're my friend. But if it's like your girlfriend or your significant other, like there are only so many reasons why you can break up with them. Either they're like cheating on you, or they're like you're not interested anymore, or something like that. But a friendship, it can be hard just because of the loyalty aspect. You know what I mean?
So Gideon, I was kind of like mentioning how. So I've been with my girlfriend for 7 years, and like I feel like after a certain point, wouldn't you want your girlfriend or your partner, whoever, to be your like best friend, you know?
Yeah, for sure. But
And then you get like that same loyalty aspect and like being like, you know, close relationships.
Dedication.
So
right, yeah, that's true. And you know what? I only say friend because like generally your friends, like at least in this day and age, you've probably known your friends for longer than your significant other. Not too many people have been in 7-year relationships. And so,
that's fair.
yeah, that's just my standpoint on it though. But congratulations.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. I'm just mentioning it to give you context. Yeah, I wasn't trying to be like, you know,
No, you're good.
but yeah,
You're good.
I see what you're saying though. Definitely. Yeah, I just thought it was like the level of relationship, like the depth and like the trust you have with that person. Yeah, it makes sense though.
Yeah, I feel like low key. Man, it can be. It depends on the aspect of it all. Cause like let's say you're with your girlfriend, significant other for like years, and you said how many years? 7, 6,
7, yeah,
7.
going on
Yeah,
7.
yeah, that makes sense. Like that's almost a decade. So I feel like breaking up with her would rather probably be harder than breaking up with a friend. Maybe you known for like I don't know. I mean, it also depends on also the bond, because people consider friends different things. Like you could consider a friend somebody you know forever, but you can also consider somebody a friend that you met just like a couple months ago, like last year. At like the gym, school, work, whatever.
True.
So I mean, but overall, answering the question, I feel like it would be harder to break up with. I'll probably say your significant other than a friend, because kind of just going back to what Gideon said, saying like, because I feel like, of course, with relationships, like, of course, yeah, like it's like you have the tie, you have like the bond with your significant other, but of course, there's like other people you could possibly meet up with in the near future in your or in your life as you keep on going, that could also become your next significant other, your new girlfriend, new boyfriend, and whatever. But I feel like a friend, there's certain qualities that you only find in a friend, but there's also only certain qualities you can find in a boy or a girl, whoever you're dating or in a relationship with. So I mean, I'm kind of 50-50 on this one. So I don't really know.
I think it really depends on the circumstances too. To be honest, because sometimes your friends will do something and you don't realize, oh, I gotta distance myself. But like the same can happen in a relationship, right? But I would say like the bond aspect of relationship, I know it's very possible to let certain things slide. And from the outside looking in, anybody else would probably be like, ain't no way, this is over with. You know what I mean? But yeah, it depends on
Yeah.
the bond for sure.
Yeah,
Well, then I would say like, oh wait, go ahead. I didn't know so everyone else was on there.
sorry. I'm Lauren. I'm like a new person, but I would honestly say I don't know. I also think it really depends on circumstance. Like in some cases, like your significant other is your best friend. Y'all have been together for a long time. So like I feel like breaking up and like not having that same dynamic can be hard, but I feel like it also depends on like what the circumstances were, how y'all broke up, why y'all broke up. Maybe it's long distance and you guys realize maybe you do need time apart. Maybe a relationship isn't the best, but you can maintain a friendship. Sometimes you don't lose your best friend. You just lose, your significant other. So I feel like in that case, it can be a little easier unless, I don't know, you can't handle not being with that person like that. But I know some people can handle that dynamic change. But I feel like with your friend, usually like when you quote like I guess in a sense like break up with your friends, it's usually like y'all aren't really in touch. You don't really keep up with each other anymore. So it can be kind of hard, especially like for me. I know like letting go of long friendships because they were toxic or because we just like weren't really good for each other anymore. It was hard to kind of like let go of that and talking to them every day and stuff like that. But I honestly do feel like it depends on the circumstance, how mature each person like in whatever relationship, friendship you guys are in, how mature you guys are, how you both react, how you both I guess act towards each other. I know some people can be bitter, some people can be immature, petty, want to post about stuff, want to talk crap, stuff like that. But I really, really do think it depends on how close you are, just the dynamic, if you can handle change, et cetera, et cetera.
True. So let me ask, like, how do you feel about? Because I feel like friends also kind of grow apart, and it's natural, and it's not.
Yeah,
It might not be anything like you guys did or the person did, you know.
yeah, I can relate to that.
But like, yeah, but it doesn't mean you're not friends anymore. You just kind of grown apart. But if you see them, you're gonna be like, hey, yo, what's up? Like, there's still love there. I feel like,
Well,
Yeah.
that right, but wait, hold on, do real quick. But there are certain circumstances that I know from experience where it's like you've been friends with this person for a minute, but now something happened and you realize now when you see them you can't even say what's up to them just because of like the type of stuff that they're on, and you don't even want that type of energy. So like I would say with a significant other, the lines for whether or not you should be together are like pretty simple. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, you betrayed trust, and like there's an issue that can't really be resolved. You might have to do what's best for the both of you to thrive as separate individuals. But with a friend, it's like a certain type of loyalty that's like established and unspoken without like set like rules to it. You know what I mean? So determining when to cut that off because there's nothing like really concrete can be difficult at times. Just a determining factor. But I would say though, like letting that go is like the same as like, well, I wouldn't say it's like as extreme as letting go of a significant other, but I would say the lines are a little more blurry in that sense because there's nothing concrete.
True.
Okay, with the friend thing, and I'm not gonna name his name, which I don't name names. I don't put people on blast. But and don't I don't know if you know I don't know if you know this. Maybe you probably know. But you definitely know. Childhood friend, grew up with them for a while. Started in like kindergarten. Then then it escalated into this thing, and I'm just like, okay, you're you've started. We were so close, and you would think that when we come back it'd be all like a cool, hey, how you doing type thing, and it wasn't like that. And so you just can't assume how things would go because you just know people change.
Well, why though? Like, there's no blood, like bad blood, when y'all like grown apart or something
No,
like that. Why would?
no, there's not. But again, that's why I think that's one of the reasons why I'm as open as I am, because it's just like, if you're, because I view stuff as like, okay, here's, I'm open. The way the way I felt about you in 2015 is the same way I'm gonna feel about you in 2025. Like, there's not gonna be any bad energy, because what is there bad energy to be about? But when you come back to me few years down the line, and you're just you're just like, hey, there's no like, oh my gosh, it's really nice to see you. I'm just like, man,
True.
then I feel the type of way. I'm like, okay, then what happened? And I'm just like, I mean, I know there was no ambiguity, no ambiguity. I don't know the right word for it, but it's no tension. No animosity, but there's like another. Isn't like another word. It's like there was no tension. There was no bad energy in that. So I still go through that with certain people, but it's just like I don't let that bother me. That's why I'm just like, you just don't know, which is like, but I mean, I guess it has to do with this topic, but it's just like you just don't know people's intentions as much as you know a guy. Someone, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was you or you that I said you, or maybe I don't know who it was, but I said, as much as you might know a person, you never know a person. Like, you can know a person, but you really don't really know a person's like intention about things.
Yeah,
That's why I just had to
100%.
get I had to like call you guys down, because I needed somebody else's perspective on like dating, because I didn't know how deep it was. Because shoot, I think that's one of the reasons why it's like, which is another topic, I just don't say anything about, like, I don't date, just because you just don't know. You just, I feel like it's a commitment. It's a commitment.
It's a hard
aspect.
topic. Yeah, for sure.
It's
I was gonna say, like, if I
whatever's in
could,
your heart.
while what?
Whatever's in your heart about that person will show when they leave, and that's not them
True.
dying. I'm talking about if it don't work out, because this is just about, does it hurt more if it's
More,
a
yeah.
relationship or a friendship?
Let me bring up one other topic while everyone's down here. Like, because I know the main reason with like breaking up with a friend's harder is like that loyalty aspect, you know? So how does everyone feel about like, you lose a homie or you lose a girlfriend or whatever, like because of their relationship, you know what I mean? Like, they get close and they get in a relationship, and then they spend more time with like romantic partner, and then you guys kind of grow apart as friends, you know what I mean? Because then you kind of lose that loyalty because they're focused on their relationship, and then you're not like as much as a friend,
I've definitely, I mean, not, I've kind of ran into this issue, like being in high school, having friends who've like had long-term relationships, as well as myself, and kind of running into the issue of, I felt abandoned by you because you're spending more time with him, or, we don't spend as much time together, stuff like that. And I feel like, I guess in that situation, you also have to understand, like, especially when it comes to getting into new relationships and discovering new people and really, like, I guess finding love for other people, it doesn't necessarily mean that, you're being abandoned by somebody else, or that you're losing loyalty or losing trust. I feel like people naturally not drift apart, but they naturally start to, I guess, spend time apart. And I feel like that kind of determines not how strong your relationship with somebody is, friendship with somebody is, but I guess how much you can really understand, I guess like how growth works with each other. Like for me, it was one of my close friends had gotten into a relationship probably a year before me, and she had spent a lot of time with this guy, but I really tried to understand the fact that, like, this was new for her. She seemed really happy. I didn't really want to get in the way of anything. So I kind of took a step back, and we didn't drift apart. Our friendship didn't take a toll or anything, but I really understood the fact that, like, she was happy by it. He made her happy and everything. And I was kind of happy to see that. And then I realized when I was put in the same situation with my relationship, I guess that energy wasn't really reciprocated. And though that's one of my closest friends, it also kind of put in perspective, you know, what relationship dynamic I had with her. I guess how strong our friendship was.
And that's a bad friend, but you're a real one, though. I like you already. I don't know who you are. I like you, though.
I definitely wouldn't. She's not a bad friend at all. I just feel like, especially when you're young and you're put in those situations and you have a really close friend group, and I guess one of those friends is kind of, I guess, not even drifting apart, but kind of like, I guess she, in a sense, she felt abandoned, and we had a in-depth conversation about that. But I guess just understanding where different people are coming from and really understanding how to deal with change and how sometimes other people's trauma kind of plays into that when feeling abandoned by people and when feeling like they're losing loyalty from certain people when they don't talk for a while.
Yeah.
So I guess just
we're getting deep.
Like trying to put in consideration how other people process a lot of information in a lot of relationships and situations. So I really try to not take it personal. But I did try to take what she said into consideration, and we really worked it out. So I think it just depends on what kind of people you're dealing with, what kind of friends you have, how close you are. If you can really take the time to be apart and understand that, like, time apart doesn't mean that you're not friends anymore, that you're drifting apart. It just means that, you know, sometimes people need time to grow independently, and that's okay. I feel like that should be more widely accepted, you know?
Yeah, I feel like also you feel like you gotta have a balance though. You feel me? Like, yeah, hang out with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, but don't OD, because I've seen people go too far with this, bro. Like I seen people who kind of just like diss they guys that they've been to before the girl, and then they just go completely to the girl. Like yeah, do your thing. True. That's your girlfriend, all that. But don't don't snake me. You know, feel me? Like
yeah,
you know. But yeah, just have a balance with it, cause like I seen some like some down bad dudes in relationships that will do anything, like
simping.
Yes, bro, like even in a relationship, bro.
Yeah, and you know what the thing about that is, if I happen to lose a homie because of them being in another relationship, I wouldn't feel like I lost that homie. They ain't do nothing to me. They're enjoying themselves. They're being happy. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what that feels like. I'll be happy for them. I know there are some people who wouldn't agree, call them a simp or whatever.
Which is what we just talked about.
Yeah, but there's also boundaries. You feel me? Like you gotta like I said, you gotta have a balance. You feel me? Or like don't make it like. Well, I mean, yeah, give your attention, give your time and effort and loyalty into your relationship with. Because I mean, just with any relationship, of course, it requires time, loyalty, and effort. You know, with any relationship, whether it's a friend, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, you feel me? Right. So it's just like you gotta continue to keep effort. Like yeah, hang out with your friends every now and then, but of course keep your attention to your significant other and stuff like that. You know, I gotta have a balance.
True.
Make sure both relationships is doing good and staying healthy.
Yeah, I agree to an extent, but it's like, bruh, you got a crush on your friend, bruh?
No, it's like nah.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about like in those situations where it's like, dang, I lost my friend. He's spending more time with her than me. Like, bro, are you jealous? You trying to date me? But at the same time, I do understand like that loyalty aspect. So, but to go back to your initial question, I feel like knowing when to break up with a friend is more difficult than knowing when to break up with a significant other. But I feel like breaking up with a significant other hurts significantly worse than breaking up with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. That was cool. That was sick.
I just called y'all because I couldn't answer this as great as possible until they brought that up. But y'all can drop the mics and leave. I don't mean to.
Damn, you gonna do them like that?
Okay,
Damn.
okay. Let me tell you, the three voices that you just heard, just you're gonna see them in another segment. Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you, guys.
Nice to meet you guys.
You guys
Take
are
it
cool.
easy.
You guys are cool. That has never been done before. That was incredible. Stick around. Welcome back to the THEADUSHOW. My guest for today is an extremely incredible producer. He's an artist, a musician. His new single, Smokey, featuring Rayan, is available now. Help me welcome to the show, STOIC, everybody.
What's going on, y'all? How we doing?
Thank you so much for stopping by the show, my guy. Exactly what they told me not to do is what I did. I was smiling. I'm like, bro, again,
That's
like,
cool.
You were just really, again, it's just a music thing, guys. I'm just like, if you see me smiling throughout this whole interview, it's just because I'm just like, I relate on a deeper level. It's just like, bro, it's like when you're doing this for real, and when you collaborate with people who have that similar feeling, bro, and it's just incredible. Your vibe, your personality, your talent, and you're just the gift that's inside of you, man. It's incredible. It's nice to see you. It's nice to meet you, Stoic. What's up? How you been? What's good?
Been great. Yeah, I can't complain. It's been beautiful recently in California, which I'm not used to because I'm from New York City. So
Okay, East Coast cat. All right.
yeah. Where are you out of right now?
Oh, Maryland.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times. I like it. Yeah, but like I said, like the weather's been perfect. I've been making music every day, seeing the homies. Like life is good.
That's what's up, man. And actually, it's crazy because I love going to New York myself. I was just up there to do a taping for this show,
Cool.
and we were doing a promo and everything. So I love going up there in my free time. I love New York, man. You said that's your hometown right there?
Yeah, I grew up in Staten Island, so it's part of New York City, but it's not really the city. It's more of the suburbs, but It's a nice area. I like living there.
That's incredible, man. That's incredible. Well, man, again, I mean, I know you already know this, but just coming from somebody that you just met literally like 30 seconds ago, congratulations, man, on everything. The new release, the commercial with Stance. Actually, I just saw this right now just 2 minutes ago when they pulled this up. You produced this beat for the company Stance, and I saw also that this was actually the first commercial that you've been involved in, man, like on screen.
Yeah, yes, sir. So one of my guys at BeatStars actually reached out to me with the opportunity. So I sent over the beat, and thankfully it worked out perfectly. And yeah, that was a cool commercial. It was a real nice opportunity.
Right. That was an incredible commercial, man. I saw, I again, musically, like, oh.
Thank you, bro.
Oh, we're not gonna play it. Y'all check it out for yourselves. I feel like it'll be a disservice if I just give you a little bit of it. I want y'all to check out the whole thing and check out what he's doing. And you actually also, not only do you produce, however, you play the guitar.
Yeah, I've been playing since I was about 10 years old, so a little over 14 years. And that's just like been my main passion my entire life. I'm lucky I found it early. So
do you carry it in the studio with you? You just have it just right then there, just in case.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you can see. I got one over there.
Oh yeah.
I got another one over there. Like they're just hanging on the wall. So
that's not your studio, right?
No, this is just my living area. But I don't have a studio myself. But whenever I go, I definitely bring a guitar.
Oh, of course. You know, just have some. Just the necessities, you feel me? The necessities.
Exactly. Need that.
Yeah, man. You release beats frequently on your YouTube channel. However, recently you had a beat battle with Pilot Kid, who has been on this show before, actually. Back.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I tell you, man, you guys are crazy, with the whole creativeness behind all of this. And I seen it. I was literally just tuning in the other day, and I can't. Why am I keep telling him he's incredible. Like he knows that. Like I can't say one bad. I'm like I gotta say one because I don't want to be that one person who just keeps saying incredible.
Tell me.
I just like honestly look musically. I'm thinking musically. You guys are like.
Thank you, bro.
I can't fathom my feelings right now.
It's okay. Listen, you can let me know I'm ugly at least. You don't have to say all good shit.
Exactly why I'm a musician, bro. Because I can't fathom my feelings. But did you guys just suddenly agree to do that? Just one day? Just like, okay, we're going to just go live.
Yeah, well, we live about 20 minutes from each other in Los Angeles.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, we wanted to do streaming for the longest time now, and we kind of just got our stuff together, and we're like, all right, let's see what happens. And people have been liking it. It's only been 2 weeks, but we do it every Friday night at 8 o'clock Eastern time on my YouTube channel. So whoever's listening to this, any producers, if you want to submit any beats, the email is beatsforstoic@gmail.com. And yeah, we just been doing these beat battles, and they're a lot of fun.
It'll be on the screen. Say it one more time. It'll be on the screen.
Okay, so it's going to be Beats for Stoic. So the number 4, beatsforstoic@gmail.com.
This guy's just incredible, man. Let's talk about this new release you have that's out right now, titled Smokey featuring Rayan. How did the whole concept come about?
Well, my friend Rayan and I have been making music together since 2019. We actually grew up together, so it's really easy whenever we want to get together. I mean, he's writing bars all the time, I'm making beats all the time, and we kind of just like link up. We had that song finished in about like a day. That dude is super talented, and when I made the beat, I was thinking of, I need some bars, I need some New York sounding like influence, some East Coast like vibes, like it just fit perfectly.
He know me. He again. This is again. It's like you know me, bro. It's like East Coast like vibe. Like I feel like that's one of the reasons why I really you guys really caught my attention with your music, and but even. Like not just music, because I know that's a very broad scale. However, just your creativeness behind the music that you guys produce, not just for you guys as amongst producers, but artists. I mean, the amount we don't even have time. I wish we had time to go through everybody, but y'all work with so many people, man. It's just like it's incredible. The roster is just there, and again, it's just love and respect to you guys for what you guys do, and how you guys. Come off, man. It's just incredible, and just letting just a little brother in, just to see a little bit of the creativeness behind all of this. I'm just like it's just incredible to just like have that in the industry and have that opportunity to see what y'all do. Because again, you've been doing this for a while now, and you play. A lot of producers that I know don't play instruments, a lot of them,
right? Yeah.
And the most of them, the ones that I look up to, one of my favorites. See, I'm so focused on you right now, I just can't even think of the one. The one I know is gonna kill me. He plays keys. Oh man, oh man, oh man, but he's like one of the top. Like, oh man, it's gonna kill me after I see this.
You're gonna remember it after too. I know.
I'm gonna watch. I'm like, man, this guy's. Gonna, but like again, I wish.
It's funny actually. A lot of my favorite producers aren't the biggest musicians. So like Alchemist, like instrumental wise, like they're not really playing too many. He's not really playing too much of his own instruments. Madlib is another guy, like super sample based. I know I'm pretty sure he plays the bass, but nothing crazy. Like that isn't the bulk of their sound, and I think that's really cool. Like basically, you can do it any which way, is what I want to say.
Oh yeah. Many varieties. Oh yeah. Oh no, you're good. You're good. See how we got this done. See, look. This is what we talk about. High high level respect when you're talking. It's like the level of Janet Jackson. It's just like, bro. And again, thank you for letting me take your time up and just like everything, bro.
It was my pleasure.
And again, I appreciate you guys. And Pilot. I actually connected up with fun fact with his friend Eerie Skies.
Oh yeah, that's our homie.
Yeah, he's just always so welcoming, and usually, you guys are just incredible. Like I don't know how else to describe, but it's just. Man, I got a soft heart. I really got.
Thank you, bro. No, it's nice. It's nice to hear those words. It's definitely very nice, bro.
Y'all different, and y'all unique. But you don't see the calmness. This is not when you see them in the studio. See them when they perform live. I mean, you performed. I saw. I didn't see you in LA, but I did see you. It
was in San Francisco.
Performing live, yeah. On that, and what's the largest crowd that you perform for?
For now, I think the last crowd was like 200, but they weren't there for me. I was just quick story. I worked with this artist named Araya, and he wanted me to play guitar because we have a couple songs together. So he's like, "Yo, why don't you play live?" So we played live. It went really well, but it was some of my first times performing. We did a couple shows in San Francisco and Los Angeles. Those crowds were cool. They were really into us, which was nice. But definitely the first of many shows. We're gonna be going up this year.
That's lovely to hear. You guys heard it just from here, only on the Do Show. Well, you'll probably hear it somewhere else, but again, man. Like you're already, doing what you're doing, and it's incredible. And I love seeing what you're doing. And I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna keep following you because I'm just inspired by your work. Truthfully, I really am. And I study what you guys do, and I incorporate it with when I play for artists. So it's just incredible, bro. Thanks for stopping by the show. Smokey featuring Rayan is available everywhere music is sold. Make sure to subscribe to Stoic Beats only on YouTube.com. Also head on over to beatstars.com/Stoic Beats. Stoic, everybody. Stick around. There's more of the Do Show after this. That's all the time that I have for today. If you would like to view clips from today's show, head on over to my YouTube channel and for more exclusive content. Also, if you want to stream full episodes of this show, you can, since the show's on all streaming platforms, which are available for download on the Google Play Store and the App Store. And finally, make sure to tune into the Do Show every day, not weekdays, not weekends. Every day. That's a necessity. Only on YouTube.com and on all other streaming platforms. Yo, thanks for co-hosting. Thanks for hanging with your boy.
Thanks for having me, man.
You come by whenever you want. You just let me know.
I'll be back.
This guy, y'all gonna see him back. You just cool. You never know. We were just talking, but off camera, and you just never know when.
Behind the scenes, man. Extra content,
Yeah, we're full of surprises. You feel me? Just stay cool, live life. You're doing great. I love you, bro. You're incredible. Much love to you.
Love you too, dude.
I would like to thank Stoic and Jamie's Choice. Stay cool, live life. Until next time.